Welcome back to the chaos, everyone. I'm ChaosEclipse. Today we are back on Smalland Survive the Wilds. I have been doing a bit of grinding as far as collecting materials, and I did rebuild the base, which is behind me. I'll show you in just a second here. First, we are going to look at our attributes, whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce that. So we're going to hit the touchpad, not the start button like I did. Hit R2. And as you can see, we are level 6. So I've gotten 3 more levels. So we're gonna get our strength up to 9. Sorry, up to 6 because we're capped out at 6. We'll go ahead and put 5 into our constitution. So that'll take us up to the health of 105, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're gonna do 1 in stamina for our endurance there. And I do think we are going to need intelligence. I was talking about that before. I do think that crafting certain items does require you to have a certain amount of intelligence, but I don't think we're at that point where we need it just yet. Maybe in the future, the next couple levels, we'll probably just dump it all into intelligence. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and hit square. Go ahead and accept that, and we can always redistribute that as well. All right, so if you look behind me here, as you can see, I completely redid the base. Um, it might look a little bit funny, but let me explain why I did it this way. So I read something. I don't know if it's correct or if what I read, if I even interpreted it correctly. I could be completely wrong. So I wanted a big foundation to be able to build on. I might even come a little bit more out over here. Um, but I wanted a big foundation to be able to build on. This over here is more like a warehouse. I did this in the previous one. It just has all the chests and everything in here. I have them sort of sorted. You can't really name the chests, which I still don't like. I would have figured they would have added that by now, but I guess not. And then we have our house behind us. It's just 3 little rooms, which I made it to where the door opens outward instead of inward because I was a pain in the butt. And the only thing we have in here is our bed. And then, oh, and I actually never set the spawn point. Go ahead and do that. And then I have a little roof here, which speaking of the roof, I have these roofs just because the floor piece is in front here. And then obviously I want all this covered. But keep in mind when you're playing this game, anything that's not covered, so all these foundations that are out here that are not covered by a roof, they will take damage over time. So eventually I'm going to need to repair them or I'm going to have to build a roof for this entire thing. But let me explain why I built it the way that I did with all of the foundations and everything. So the thing that I read that I'm not 100% sure about is I read something about treetop raids. Now, I don't know if they meant strictly from other players, um, which I don't think so because you can turn friendly fire off, and at that point there's no PvP. So, oh, it's lagging there. Oh, because it was saving. And then, so I don't think it's from other players, but what I think it is random bugs and birds and stuff like that. Eventually, later in the story, I don't know when it happens or how it happens or anything like that, but I do think random bugs and birds and stuff will come and raid your base on top of the treetops, which is why I think they changed the way these trees were. Because right here, this used to come up and over more, like you couldn't really see out that way, as far as I remember. And a lot of these branches, like on this side, where was it? That one there. So this branch here goes like straight out from like your building. And I don't remember one that came straight out like this. I really don't. I'm not saying that this is anything significant, but they've just changed the way the treetops look. And this is a clear thing showing you that they changed it. Also, I want to point out, which just has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I just realized this when I was talking and when I ran out here. It looks like you can probably jump from main tree encampments to other tree encampments because the tree encampment we're on now, where we built our base, with this branch that we're coming out on. If you look right in front of us, that tree over there, that is also a giant tree there that you can claim. So if you can probably this way, if you can jump down onto that branch there, it looks like it connects directly to it. So technically you wouldn't even have to. There's another tree over there. There's one over there. So technically, if you go on the right branches and stuff, you could probably just move from tree to tree. And there's actually a hornet up there, so maybe that's what they meant by it. Because I don't think there were ever hornets or anything up this high, not connected to the trees or anything. But this is also it also shows that it connects to the other trees, so maybe they did mean player versus player stuff. I don't know, but the reason why I have the base set up the way that it is because of those raids. I don't know if it's done by NPCs or other players. If it's done by NPCs, which we'll eventually figure it out once it happens, um, I left like two gaps around the edges, like from my normal walls, so that I can build extra walls. So I'll have extra defenses. There's no turrets or anything like that in the game, as far as I know. I don't think they put that type of stuff in the game. But let's just say that the NPCs do attack, and say it's beetles or something. So I can then build a whole nother wall here, like along the edge here, which will give me time to fight them out here while they're trying to break through. And then in case that wall doesn't hold up, I can have another wall here. So I can literally make two different walls inside of my base to prevent them from coming in. Now the bees and stuff, that's going to be a different story. I don't know if I want to do a whole to rooftop type thing or anything like that. I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, we'll figure that out once it happens. But anyway, the point in this video is going to be the stonecutter that we got. So like I said, I already got some supplies here. I did go and find flint, but I will still show you guys where to go and get it from. I went back and I got more stone because we needed 10 stone pieces. So if we go ahead and we build our stone cutter, which is going to be under interactive, you can see we need one bottle cap, one screw, which you guys seen the screws in the bottle cap in the previous one. We need 10 wood and we need 10 stone. So we're going to go ahead and build this. And we're going to put it right here. Should I turn it? Yeah, let's turn it. Well, that way, that way. The crank on this side, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it matters. I mean, we just go up to and hit square anyway. So we'll go ahead and place. Oh, we'll go ahead and place that right there. And look at that. We can now make a cauldron, an apothecary table, a tannery, and a covered bed, and a wooden chest. So the wooden chest, I know I should have waited. I didn't think I would have learned it so quickly. The wooden chest will just be able to make bigger chests. A lot of these I don't even have stuff in. So if we take a look over here, you can see that they currently only hold, what is that? One, two, three, four, five, six. So 12 items. Also, I noticed this right here above where I'm moving the cursor at. It says L3 and it has like a little sword symbol. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Hopefully I can cut that out. I basically coughed in the mic. Um, but right above where I have this, where the cursor's moving and there's a little sword symbol and you can hit L3, it actually works over here too, which I didn't see that symbol there above that. When you're in your inventory, it's not there. Oh, it is there. How did I not notice that before? But anyway, if you hit L3, that is how you can sort items. So like before, say we had this that was down here and this was over here and this was here. You can just hit L3 and it'll automatically sort everything for you. Oh, and I still do have the armor. I never put that in one of the chests. Go ahead and throw it in here and then resort. There we go. Perfect. All right, so let's take a look at our stone cutter and see what we can make in here. So we can make a stone spear, but we do need refined wood. We can make some stone bricks, which I don't know why. We can make a stone hammer. Let me point something out here. This is very important for you guys to know. The stone hammer is not a building hammer. This is actually a weapon. It's not like the wood hammer that you have here in order to build stuff. This wood hammer is only going to be the ever is only going to ever be the only item to build with. I don't know if I said that right. Hopefully you guys know what I mean though. The wood hammer is the only thing you'll ever build with. So the hammer that is in here, the hammer that's in here, this stone hammer here is an actual weapon. And it does tell you it does blunt damage, all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. But look at this. We can make a flint. hatchet now. We can make a flint spear. We can make a flint sword, flint pickaxe, flint shears, flint arrows, and of course we have stone armor, which is the guy that Caleb, or not the guy. It's the armor that Caleb showed us how to make or told us that he can make. So now we can make that on our own. If you look over here, I believe there's also the padded armor and the light armor. Yep. We have the padded armor and the light armor from the very first guy that we ran into, which was Henry, whatever his name is. But it looks like we need refined wood. We need to figure out how to make refined wood because the flint hatchet, the flint spear, all this stuff takes refined wood, and that's the only thing that we're missing. I don't remember how to make refined wood. Not seeing it in here. What's the crude hatchet? Oh, that we need chitin or chitin. Okay. Wood arrows. Okay, so it's probably in one of the new things that we can make. So I doubt it's the cauldron. Yeah, that's for cooking hearty meals. It's not going to be the apothecary table. That's for like potions and stuff. It's not going to be the tannery, I don't think. That's for like leathers and stuff. Not the covered bed. Where would it be? It's not going to be anything in here. Is it one of these? No, well, it's not that because that needs refined wood. That needs refined wood. And that, okay, all three of those need refined wood. So we need to figure out how to make refined wood. And then we can also try using this repair totem, but we're not going to do it right now. We'll wait till we have a lot more items. So how do we make refined wood? I think I ran into this the last time too. We learned how to make a healing patch. That is because I killed some bees. We got some honey crumble from them, so that one popped up. Um, See, and this is what I was talking about. So these wood spikes and stuff, I think I should probably surround my base with this stuff because do think that there is going to be NPCs attacking the base, and I don't know when or how that happens. So it's not on the workbench. Am I missing it? Oh, it's right there. There we go. So we need seed oil. I have some seeds. I have like one seed, I think. But we need seed oil. Oh, you know what? We can't make the seed oil in either one of these, I don't think. Can we? Yeah, we can. We have 12 seeds. Oh, that's another thing too that they changed in this game. So if you guys watched the previous one, you had to have whatever you're trying to craft on you. Now it does pull it straight from the chest. So we don't need to pull it out of the chest. We can actually make 5 right now if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and craft those. Looks like it's going to take a few seconds here, and then we can make some refined wood. Like I said, I'll show you guys where I got the flint from. I did already collect it just because it was easier for me to do off screen because it's going to be pretty far away. We'll look at where to get it last. That way you guys can see what it looks like. But at least you'll know. And then we'll make 5 refined wood here. Oh, nope, no, no, no. There we go. Which hopefully, candle short, candle long. Okay. Which hopefully, greater stamina tonic. Oh, for the apothecary table. Okay, and that's it. All right, but hopefully the flint did spawn back in already too. I'm a little worried. I didn't even think of that. All right, yeah, so we can already make the let's make the first thing we want, which is the flint sword. So we're gonna make one of these. That took up 3 of our refined wood right there. then do I want the hatchet or the spear? Or sorry, the hatchet or the pickaxe? That takes 2, and that takes 5. Okay, so we can't do the pickaxe. We have to do the hatchet. We can do the spear technically. No, we can't. All right, yeah, we'll just go with the hatchet. That's fine because that's the only thing we can, the only other thing we can make anyway. So let's claim that, do the hatchet, and then let's switch these out. So we'll take the sword, our wooden sword, put that down here. Put the, oh, what just happened there? Oh, it's just moving it. How do you remove it from the, there we go, triangle. And then put the sword up here. We'll get rid of this hatchet. Put it up here. Okay. So now we need to dismantle, which I think we need to come out of there. Looks like we can make a mushroom table, mushroom chair. Anything else? A recurve bow. That's it. Okay. So the wooden sword. How do you dismantle the items? I had just seen it somewhere. Is it in here? Repair, upgrade, dismantle. Here we go. So the wooden sword, dismantle that. And we're going to dismantle the wood hatchet. There we go. All right, and then before we do anything else, let's make some repair kits. So we'll make, I don't know, like 10 of them. Not that we need that many, but we'll go ahead and make 10. Go over to repair. So instead of repairing each one of these items, if you look down there at the bottom, it says repair all and it takes 6. We're just going to hit square and it should repair everything for us. There we go. Everything's repaired. Go ahead and sort that. All right, so that's it there. Let's go ahead and I'll show you guys. Also, I don't know. I'm sure it's probably still like that. I'll show you right now. When you create a new weapon, they swing differently. So they have different combos. I don't know if you guys remember what the wooden sword one had, but this one has, looks like it swings faster, and it has like a 4 or 5 hit combo, maybe even 6 there. Those were our light attacks, and then here's our heavy attack. If you look in the bottom right, your light attacks are R2, heavy attacks are R1. But yeah, now we can go to where the flint was. Do I need to sleep? No, it's not even close to nighttime. It's like the middle of the day. All right, so let's go down here. And it's actually back towards the way where our original spawn was when we first spawned in the game. I would have pointed it out and told you guys to actually pick it up on the way out, but the problem is you need a pickaxe. And in order to get the pickaxe, you need to kind of go through the tutorial. You need to come across the bull ants to get their mandible. I think that's what it is. And then from there, you can craft it. So basically, where we're heading, flint spawns in any place where there's normally sand. So if we zoom in here, you can see that there's like little bits of sand here, here. There's some down over here. We zoom out, there's a lot of sand down in this area. Where we're heading is actually up over here. There's going to be sand along this right here and a little bit up right here. These are the two places we're going to go look at. We're going to look at this one here first. And then we'll come over here and you'll see why. This one here is going to be a little bit more of a challenge. If you guys are up for it, go for it. If not, then you guys can come down to this one here, which there's nothing here that's going to really attack you. Over here, there's going to be your first water bug encounter. It's not hard to kill. They're very easy. I'll show you guys all about it. But yeah, so we're going to need to head to the east over there. So once we come down here, we're going to make sure we're facing the east, which is this way. Sorry, I was trying to look for the marker on the top, but it's not there. Let me just get away from this ant real quick. All right. And then it's because I didn't track them. So we're going to hit X on that one, X on that one. So now they're both there. All right. So we're going to head to the one on the left first. And the reason why is because if you go to the one on the right, you can't get to the one on the left unless you backtrack. But if you go to the one on the left first, then you can go to the one on the right afterwards. Little confusing there, but you'll see what I mean. All right, and we do need to go down. So let's go down here. And then this area here, I believe, is where I killed the bees. I did it with bow and arrow. It's a lot easier to kill the bees with bows and arrows than it is for you to try to swing at them. It's not impossible. A lot of my playthrough, I rarely use on the previous ones, a lot of my playthrough, I didn't use the bow and arrow at all. I did a lot with the sword and the spear, stuff like that. I'll stop stopping for stuff. Here's the bees. We're just going to run past them. They're not even back yet. So that means our flint's probably not going to be back yet either, but I'll show you where it's at. And hopefully you guys, hopefully at least one of the things spawn back in, have spawned back in, I should say. That way you guys can at least see what it looks like when you're looking for it. If not, then I apologize, but maybe I'll see if I can get a screenshot from the gameplay, and then I'll post a screenshot of what it looks like or something. All right. So technically, I think you want to go down here. Is this the right area? All right, you don't want to go by that Sawyer beetle. Oh, actually, we came the right way without even meaning to. There's a Sawyer beetle again. We don't want to mess with it. So right down here is where the flint is, which it's not here. Yeah, so it hasn't spawned back in. All right, well, I kind of screwed this up then. But I'll still show you guys. The water bug might not even be back yet. You don't have to fight that beetle. He's probably going to aggro on us. I'll show you the correct way to come. Let me backtrack a bit. I thought I was going too far right, and then I ended up going too far left. Yeah, so we need to go further down. I believe this here is some kind of handle, maybe just a wooden post. All right, so yeah, here we go. So after you pass the bees were right up here, which of course you can't see the bees, but you'll know where they at because you can see the honeycomb on the logs up here. You'll see this mess of planks right here. The bees are right up here past it. So there's the honeycomb. This is where you'll run into the bees. You can either go down the planks or you can come around here. And you're going to make a right. Follow the lights. And then you're going to keep following this left clearing here. I think we just passed the point where we needed to turn again. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, this is actually the point right here. So to go to the one on the left where you're going to go up that way, which I'll show you in a second, to go to the one on the right where you're not going to really have to fight or anything at all, you're going to go this way and you're going to jump over that log, which I'll show you that way when we come back. Let's go up here to the left where the water bug's going to be. So if you don't mind fighting the water bug, it's not hard. We're going to go look for him, but there's an owl here that I missed, so let's grab it. Health. You can lose health due to a variety of factors: being attacked by hostile creatures, extreme temperatures, falling from a great height, or being malnourished. On the bright side, you can recover health by using healing items, keeping yourself well nourished, or sleeping. Thank you, Owl. Thank you. All right, so we're going to come this way. Go right up here, and there should be nothing here. The Sawyer beetle that you saw should be up there. It's not going to be here. You're not going to have to worry about it, but there is going to be the water bug that's going to be down where the flint's at. So you're going to come this way. You'll see this little drop off here. You'll see flint down there. That's the second area where there's not going to be anything at, and it looks like that hasn't spawned back in either. So I apologize because it looks like we're not going to see any flint at all. I thought I waited long enough. I waited like 2 in-game days, a day and a half, something like that. All right, so coming down right here, you'll see the water bug usually in this area here where my little cursor is. He'll be going back and forth between the water bottle and up in this area. He aggroes from pretty far away. He's pretty big. He literally just does this one lunge attack at you. So if you stand in front of him, he has a weakness to blunted items. So switch over to your club, hit him once. You'll see him kind of back up a bit and then lunge towards you. When he backs up, just dodge roll. He'll lunge that way. You can hit him again. You can easily get behind him. Do not get behind him because he can attack you with his butt as well. But there are, I want to say there's like 5. If you pass this water bottle here, there's like 5 things of flint over here. There'll be a water bottle cap right here that you can pick up. And then there's another like 5 or 6 flint here. Sounded like the water bug was here. I guess that's just the water. Don't go in the water, but this is what I was talking about. So if you come this way, you cannot go up on that rock, but on the other side of that rock is where the other flint is that I'm telling you guys about. Okay. This rock used to be used to be able to walk through it. It was a glitch. It looks like they fixed it. But anyway, so you can't come on this side of the rock. Like you might be able to scale the outside there, but I wouldn't try it because of the deep water. So the way that you can get around that is you can come back this way. You're going to come up here. And there, I will say that this area here where the water bug is does have a lot more flint than where I'm going to show you now. There's still a decent amount over here, but if you want the most, you'll do both spots, but at least this one. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, but you can come over here, and the rock that we were just looking at that you used to be able to walk through, you can actually land on that. So you can come right here. You might take a little bit of fall damage, but I don't think you'll die from this. We're about to find out. You can drop down right here. There you go. We didn't take any damage at all. Jump over to this rock. And this rock used to also be invisible, which it looks like they fixed too. But your flint will be right here. So you'll see a couple pieces here, a couple pieces here. And then if you follow along this beach, you'll run into a few more pieces as well. But the majority of it is going to be on that other area over where that water bug's going to be. But yeah, I think right here somewhere is going to be your last piece. You can follow along further, but there's not going to be anything over there. You'll just run into some ants and stuff like that. But if you need fiber or anything, there's going to be fiber there. Right to my left, there's actually some ants that are usually stuck in a cave. I will show you because they don't come out anyway. Right there. These guys are stuck in there. They never come out. You can kill them if you want, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to respawn in there. But I guess if you want easy XP, you can probably hit them. Never mind, I can't even reach them. You might be able to do it with a bow, though. But anyway, if you come this way, don't go near the frog. I don't think he'll actually aggro on you if you're not inside the pond. So we're not going to go inside the pond. But right here, the log that I just jumped on, this was the other way that I was telling you that you could have came. So, not this owl. It's right back here. Maybe it was back there. It was, okay. I'm trying to find the spot where I told you guys you can go that way, and then we went up. I think it's up more. Yeah, it's right here. So this is the way I was saying you guys could have went, and then we ran up that way to go to the first one. So if you do decide to come this way, you'll basically come down here, just follow all of the open area here. This log straight in front of us right here, the roots. You'll go up and over this. And then right here is where you guys just see me pick up the sprouts. You'll come to the left over here, stay away from the pond. You pick up these twigs if you want. The ants are stuck right there that I just showed you. And then the flint will be out here on the beach. And there's the rock and stuff that we landed on earlier. So that's where the flint's at. Like I said, the flint is most of the places where there's sand. Not every single place where there's sand will have flint. This is probably the easiest place here to come to early game. If you go to the other ones, you are going to face things like lizards, dragonflies, things like that. The Sawyer beetles, stink bugs, I think, are at some of them. There's cockroaches at some of them, which the cockroaches look absolutely disgusting in this game. They're too realistic, and I hate it. But yeah, you'll run into all those things, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. So come to these two spots over here. They're going to be the easiest to go to. This was the second route right here. We went up through there, but we're going back home, so we're going to come up this way. And if you guys want, every time you find a new resource, like say you ran into the flint already, do what I did. Your markers will stay on the map. So if you look at the map here, you can see I marked this one and I named it Flint. This one, for whatever reason, didn't let me actually name it, so we can just remove that. Probably put it back down and rename it. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't let me name it the first time. But you can leave those there and they will stay there the entire time, and then you can just hit X to either track them or untrack them. But yeah, that even works in online, so you guys can play online. You guys, if you come across flint or maybe a bottle cap, the screws that we talked about in the last one, if you guys want to remember where that stuff is, put a marker down while you're there so you know exactly where it's at. Put that marker down, name it screw, name it bottle cap, name it bees if you want. Say you want to know where the bees are because you need to get some fur. I think the bees drop fur. So if you want some fur and you know that the bees drop the fur, then mark where the bees are and put bees, or put fur. But just keep in mind that when you go there, it's not going to be just fur. It's going to be the bees that you have to kill to get the fur. Also inside of this, yeah, we can see some up there. Okay, so we'll go get that. There is crumble inside of the inside the beehives here. This is stuff that you can use. This is part of how you make the healing salve, and it's also useful for other things. The bees also drop this stuff. You can also get them from some of the plants, but the easiest way is obviously if you guys can find some honeycomb like that. And usually if you find honeycomb, there will be bees in the area. And as far as I know, every single bee in the game is hostile. Bees, hornets, wasps are all hostile. Hostile. There's also a rock here, or stone, but it is on the wrong side. I seen it earlier and I couldn't get it. Oh wait, that right there says harvest. Let's see if we can get that. I couldn't get it to say harvest earlier. No, it's not taking any damage. Okay. But yeah, we're just gonna head back home, call it a day. So go ahead and do me a favor at this time. Go ahead and hit that like button because you guys know you like my videos. Hit that subscribe button because you guys know you want to see more. And leave a comment because you guys want to be sarcastic and call me names and tell me that my videos are dumb, even though you already liked and subscribed, because we both know you did. But anyway, do all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Yeah, See you guys next video. Bye bye.